So this question wants us to show that the equation 3x squared take away x cubed plus 3 equals 0 can be rearranged to give you this. So this is about iterative formulas and using them as a way of solving equations that don't have a direct method. So if we want to rearrange this to be this, then we recognise that we need to have a division by x squared somehow. So the way this is going to work is by dividing all of this by x squared. So if we divide all of this by x squared first, because we wanted 3 over x squared, then 3 divided by x squared would come from there. So 3x squared take away x cubed plus 3 equals 0. So step 1, divide by x squared. So that gives me 3 take away x plus 3 over x squared equals 0. And it wants me to get x on its own, so we've got plus x here, so I take away x there, so to move it to the side we could add x to both sides. So that gives me 3 plus 3 over x squared equals x, which is the same as x equals 3 plus 3 over x squared. So QED, done. So therefore I proved, or therefore I've shown. Okay, so QED. So basically it's recognising how you want this to look when it's finished, and we wanted an x squared underneath a 3, so if I divided that by x squared that would give me this part, then I divide everything else by x squared, and then it worked out quite reasonably easy then. The next part of this question is asking us to use the iterative formula then to solve this question. So basically we're going to find the values of x1, x2 and x3. So x1 is going to equal 3 plus 3 divided by x0 squared, and they're telling us that x0 is 3.2, so x1 is going to equal 3 plus 3 over 3.2 squared. So with iterative formulas like these, then be really careful how you put it in your calculator. So 3 plus fraction 3 over 3.2 squared equals, change it into a decimal because it wants to find the values. So we find that x1 is 3.29296875. Now if you're careful with your calculators, then because iterative formula means you're going round the loop using the previous value to get the next value, then we've already written the actual iterative formula in the calculator. So if we use our replay key, then all we've got to do is go back and change the 3.2 into our new value, and to do that we can delete that and put the answer key there instead and square that. So now we're going to use the previous answer. That's the way these calculators work, so that gives us our next value, which is going to be 3.27665. And again, because we're using the answer key, we can just keep pressing equals now, and it'll tell us the next value. So x3 is 3.279420685. Okay, so those are the values for the question. It then goes on and asks you, explain what the values represent. Well, they're estimates for the solution to 3x squared take away x cubed plus 3 equals 0. Because basically an iterative formula like this is used as a way of solving equations where we don't actually know the exact value, and we can use this iterative formula then to sort of converge onto it, because if we keep pressing our equals key, then what we'll notice is eventually the numbers don't really change. So it looks like the answer to this question is around 3.279. So basically we'd be saying that the estimates for the solution is, and as we carry on, x equals 3.279 to 4 significant figures is the solution to. We won't have to do that as part of this answer. All we have to do to this one, because it's a 1 mark question, is literally just show an understanding that the x1, x2, x3 are estimates to the solution of the equation that we originally worked with at the top here. So that's how that question could be done. using iteration and finding the values.